Hello, grade 4 students. Mr. Waterman here with today's mathematics lesson on Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022. I hope you all are doing safe and well and had a nice day off yesterday. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over the answers for our homework from the last few weeks. So the first one is going to be fractions and decimal equivalents. Okay, I'm just going to go through the answers to save time before I get into today's lesson. Okay, number one, for part one, we had to write each decimal as an equivalent fraction. Okay, number one, 0.74 is 74 over 100. Number two, 0.31 is 31 over 100. Number three, 0.062 is 62 over 1,000. Number four, 0.59 is 59 over 100. For the second part, we needed to write each fraction as an equivalent decimal. Okay? Now, number 5, 3/5 is 0.6. Number 6, 1/4 is 0.25. Number 7, 13 over 20 is 0.65. Number 8, 19 over 25 is 0.76. Number 9, 450 over 1,000 is 0.45. For the last part here, it says to find the missing digit. Number 10, 74 over 1,000 is 0.074. Number 11, it's 15 over 100. That gave us 0.15. And number 12, 4 7/10. That gave us 4.7. For the word problem, it said, suppose there are 1,000 marbles and 3/4 of the marbles are colors other than black. If the rest of them are black, how many marbles are black? Explain how you found your answer. Here's my answer. 250 of the marbles are black. You have 1,000 marbles. 3/4 of them are colors other than black. That would be 750 are colors other than black. 1/4 of them are black. 1/4 equals 250. 250 of the marbles are black. Okay? Once you're finished checking your answers, please turn the page and let's look at last week's homework. Compare and order decimals. So you had to write greater than, less than, or equal for each. Okay? Number 1, 23.23 is less than 23.32. Number 2, 7.8 is less than 8.07. Number 3, 6.600 is greater than 6.006. Number 4, 12.40 is equal to 12.4. Number 5, 5.01 is greater than 4.99. Number 6, 18.5 is less than 20.2. Number 7, 12.47 is less than 12.74. Number 8, 9.56 is less than 9.65. For the next part, you had to order the numbers from least to greatest, smallest to largest. Number 9, 0.384, 3.084, 3.842, and 38.42. 10. 5.045, 5.40, 5.45, and 5.54. 11. 7.05, 7.59, 7.95, and 57.01. Okay? Number 12. 1.654, 1.665, 16.45, and 16.54. Our word problem. 4 gymnastics competitors have scores of 9.73, 9.89, 9.8, and 9.79. What is the order of the scores from least to greatest? Again, smallest to largest. The scores are 9.73, 9.79, 9.8, and 9.89. And I said the smallest number in the tenths column is a 7, and then I just went from there. Okay? Now that you've checked all of your answers, we can get into today's lesson. And I've already scanned the notes and posted them for you. We are looking at the table of contents. Add and subtract decimals. That's my title for today. I'm going to be on page 39, starting on page 39 of my notebook. So I'm going to flip there. And here we are. Add and subtract decimals. Please read along with me if you've already printed this out and follow along. Add and subtract decimals. Objective. Add and subtract decimals. Learn about it. Taejun is visiting the Mayan ruins at Uxmal. The governor's palace stands on a series of 4 platforms. One of the platforms is 1.25 meters high. Another is 7.5 meters high. What is the total height of the 2 platforms? Let's add. 1.25 plus 7.5 equals n. Step 1. Line up the decimal points. Add. 1.25. Place a 0 in the hundredths place. So you have 1.25 plus 7.50. Put a 0 here in the hundredths place. Then you have part of your answer here. Okay, we have the 8, we have the 7, and we have the 5. Step 2. Write the decimal point in the answer. As you can see, here's my decimal point. I have everything lined up. It's 8.75. Then I'm going to go ahead to step 3. I'm going to estimate to check. Round and add. 1.25 rounds to 1. 7.50 rounds to 8. 1 plus 8 is 9. 8.75 is close to 9. My solution: the total height of the 2 platforms is 8.75 meters. Now we're going to look at a subtraction question. If the height of all 4 platforms is 18.05 meters, what is the combined height of the remaining 2 platforms? Now we need to subtract. 18.05 minus 8.75 equals n. Mystery number. Let's look at step 1. Line up the decimal points and subtract. 18.05 minus 8.75. Okay. We do our subtraction here. 5 minus 5 is 0. Then we need to borrow from the 8. 10 minus 7 is 3. And then we borrow again, so 17 minus 8 is 9. Step 2. Write the decimal point in the answer. When I do that, I have 9.30. Step 3. You add to check. You want to make sure your answer is correct. 8.75 plus 9.30, that gives us 18.05. Our solution, the combined height of the remaining two platforms is 9.3 meters. And that's it. Very simple. Once you have gone through the notes, then you can practice. So I have scanned the pages for your practice book and then your homework book as well. Add or subtract, check your work. Let's do a few together. Number 1. 4.5 plus 3.8. First, I'm going to just add 5 plus 8, that's 13. I'm going to carry my 1. 4 plus 3 is 7. And 7 and 1 is 8. Now, I add my decimal point, 8.3. Okay? And let's look at number 2. 4.8 minus 2.5. These are really easy, right? 8 minus 5 is 3. Okay, and 4 minus 2 is 2. Now I add in my decimal point. 2.3. Very simple, isn't it? Now, sometimes you'll have dollar signs in your answer. You have money. Okay? So we read this for number 3 as $20. $20.84 plus 15.35. Okay? 4 plus 5 is 9. 8 plus 3 is 11. You're going to carry the 1. 5 plus 0 is 5, plus 1 is 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. Now, I add in my decimal point, 36, and my dollar sign. That's $36.19. So please go through and do some of the practice problems on your own. Okay? And if you have any questions, please feel free to email Mr. Waterman a little later. That's for numbers 1 through 15. When you get to number 16, 17, 18, and 19, it says to use mental math. Place the decimal point in the add-ins. Okay? So, you have the answer is 12.6. We need to add the decimal point in. So it would be 8.4 plus 4.2. And that's going to give you 12.6. Okay? And you can do the same for the others. Okay? Be very careful and always check your answers. Okay? We'll do one more. Number 17. This is going to be, the answer is 8.52. Add your decimal points in. 4.51 plus 2.3 plus 1.71. And that gives us 8.52. Then look at your word problems. Number 20. David drove 53.78 miles to his grandmother's house and then drove another 8.3 miles to his sister's house. How many miles did he drive in all? So in all, you know you're going to add. Number 21. Alan lives 2.48 kilometers from school. Warren lives 3.19 kilometers from school. How much further from school does Warren live? Now you're going to subtract. Okay? After you complete the practice page, move right on along to your homework page, which I've scanned. So remember, add or subtract, check your work. 19.27 minus 6.44. Step 1, line up the decimal points and subtract. Step 2, write the decimal point in the answer. Step 3, estimate to check. Round and subtract. 19.27. Round it to 19. 6.44. Round it to 6. 19 minus 6 is 13. 12.83 is close to 13. So the answer makes sense. Again, go ahead. You're going to add and subtract each one. Then you're going to place the decimal point in the add-ins, just like we did. And then you have a word problem. Luke, a diver, earned 83.74 points on his first dive and 92.51 points on his second dive. What was his combined score? Okay, please make sure you show your work. Let's do a few examples together. Number 1, 6.08 plus 4.80. 8 plus 0 is 8. 0 plus 8 is 8. 6 plus 4 is 10. I add in my decimal point. Okay? And we'll do one more for good measure. Number 2. 7.9 minus 3.4. 9 minus 4 is 5. 7 minus 3 is 4. Don't forget to add in your decimal point. Okay? Then, remember what I told you about the dollar signs. This is $22.49 plus $18.74. Okay, let's add. 9 plus 4 is 13. Carry a 1. 4 plus 7 is 11. And 1 is 12. Carry a 1. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, and 1 is 4. Now add in your decimal point and your dollar sign. $41.23. Okay? Then, remember, for the next part, to place the decimal point in the add-ins, just like I showed you in the last activity. Okay? Be sure to take your time and check your answers. 2.07 plus 3.5 plus 6.29 equals 11.86. And there you have it. If you have any questions, feel free to email Mr. Waterman. Take care, stay safe, be well, and if we're online next week, what we're going to do is to review for your test. This is going to be the last test that you have this term because, well, the school year is almost over. So you can start right now by going back through your notes and looking at tenths and hundredths, thousandths, mixed numbers and decimals, fraction and decimal equivalents, compare and order decimals, and of course, add and subtract decimals. Take care and be safe. Talk to you very soon. Bye-bye for now.